It's Week 15 of the 2025 season, and we'll see the Steelers' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Steelers and the Vikings on Sunday night.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not...
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Gator, their rookie quarterback from Florida.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5. Over the middle, it's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
They run behind center with Gainwell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 8. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. He'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Steeler defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a You don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. 2nd and a couple as they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 2. He finds Pickens over the middle. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 75.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So 2 very different ends to each team's opening drive. One side forced to settle for 3. The other decides, hey, we're going on 4th down, and it pays off with 6 points and an early lead.
And maybe a little insight into the mindset of both teams in this game. One side coming down, as you mentioned, settling for 3. The other side saying, we're not playing match it in this game. We're going for it and trying to get out ahead and make them chase us.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense, led by their wide receiver, headed out for their second possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Option handoff for Gainwell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 now. Again, a run with Gainwell.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
And he needed to get to the midfield strike, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates. Part what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the Steelers set to take the field.
Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers are once again back in front.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
And now out comes Minnesota.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. There again is Cooks, complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll look to throw again.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this down inside the 35.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the return will stop right around the 25.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Thankfully for the offense. A fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's the 2nd and 7. Touchdown, Vikings! Brandon Cooks from 8 yards out. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the time. He's got his target. That's complete. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up from the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Saints who come away with the victory at home. Spencer Rattler, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. And finally, Monday Night Football. They've got a good one lined up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll and a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Steelers first down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. They'll set up a throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Alex Highsmith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
That's taken on the 25. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He lets one go deep for Addison.
That's caught at the 25.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
That was a good effort there, trying trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
Gainwell looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They'll look to run with Gainwell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Kenneth Gainwell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the fourth as the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vikings offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. And they'll stay on the ground with Gainwell again.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Boswell's kick is good.
And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead.
Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by a field goal, 1:16 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Into the hands of Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Back to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not laying back defensively. They blitzed right there first play in OT.
The game's changed a bit, hasn't it? I'm telling you, when we were kids, most of the time you'd lay back, not necessarily prevent defense, but you'd want everything in front of you and hope that the offense made a mistake. Now people aren't counting on that. They're going after with being aggressive. Of course, if they pick up your blitz, it could be a big play for the offense.
Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make it.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're out of the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably 3rd down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Gainwell gets it on the option.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
And he is in for the score! And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was...
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the option. It's week 15 of the NFL, and our focus is on Kyle Pitts. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
Well, Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumped.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Use the options on the left to edit league settings and choose what role you want to run the show as.